Good morning, students. On the last turn, we did till line 69. So we are going to start from line 70. And as the morning steals upon now, what had happened? Ariel had brought all these prisoners, that is King Alonso and others, in front of Prospero, and now Prospero is trying to restore their sensibilities, right? He's making an effort to bring them back to their senses because all of them are behaving like crazy people. That is all the three sinners. Who are the three sinners? That is Alonso, Antonio, and Sebastian. All these three people, they are behaving like crazy people and they are being taken care of by the rest of the people in the group. That is Adrian, Francisco. Adrian and Francisco were taking care of Antonio and Sebastian, and Alonso was being taken care of by Gonzalo. So they are like mourning their on their condition. They are crying on their condition. They are being saddened at their pathetic condition, and they are brought by Ariel in front of Prospero. And then Prospero made a circle on the ground, and then they are supposed to stand inside that circle. And Prospero instructs the spirits to play the solemn music, and that solemn music, what does it do? It has a soothing effect on these people, and it helps in restoration of their senses. Right? So this is what had happened till here. The charm dissolves apace. The charm dissolves apace means the magic spell which was on these people, it is dissolving or it is getting removed apace. Apace means quickly. And as the morning steals upon the night. And as the morning steals upon the night means as the morning is followed by night. Sorry. As morning is followed by night melting the darkness. What happens when morning comes, it is followed by night, it melts the darkness dissolves, the darkness disappears. As soon as there is morning, the darkness goes away. So their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clear reason. So what is happening in a similar manner, right? I told you that the figure of speech used here is simile. So because it is as, comparison is made using as. So it is a simile. As the morning steals upon the night, similarly what is happening? Their rising senses. Their rising senses means their this sensibilities which are coming back. What is it doing? The rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes. It is chasing away the ignorant fumes. That is the fumes of ignorance, the madness which has taken hold over them, right? The madness which has taken control of their mind, that is slowly moving away and giving way to their clearer reason. So now their rational thinking, their logical reasoning is coming back. Their proper sensibilities, they are slowly coming back to their mind. Oh, good Gonzalo. And then he addresses Gonzalo and he says, oh, good Gonzalo, my true preserver. You are my true preserver. Now, why does he say my true preserver? Why does he say my true preserver?
Ma'am, because in previous act, the Gonzalo has gave Prospero some essential books and clothes and other stuffs which help Prospero and Miranda to survive the storm, and the things are helping them on the island also.
It is because of Gonzalo that he and Miranda were saved. That is why he is addressed as the true preserver. If Gonzalo would have not kept food, drinking water, and all the necessities, and even the magic books, which were so important for Prospero, right, which helped him perform magic, if these things would have not been kept in that broken boat by Gonzalo, then they would have not been alive. Prospero and Miranda would have been killed that night. A loyal sir to whom you follow. So he's addressing Gonzalo and he's saying that you are a very good person. You're a very good, good-hearted Gonzalo, and my true preserver. And you are my true preserver and a loyal sir to whom you followest. To whom you followest means to whom, for whom you work. The person to whom you are following, you are very loyal. Why? Because Gonzalo followed the instructions of Alonso at that time. He didn't disobey the instructions of Alonso, right? He was in charge of the entire plot and he fulfilled his job in the most efficient manner as the head or the in charge of that plot, the conspiracy. But so that is why Prospero is saying that you are a loyal sir to whom you follow us. You are very loyal to the person to whom you follow. You never betrayed the person to whom you follow. That is King Alonso. He never betrayed or dished King Alonso or disobeyed him. Right? He obeyed his instructions, and along with obeying Alonso's instructions, what did he do? He tried his level best to save Prospero's life also, right? By keeping all the necessities. So this shows that Gonzalo was a kind-hearted person. Though he was doing a very cruel deed at that time, trying to kill a baby and the Duke of Milan. But still, he had that human feeling inside him, which forced him to keep these essential commodities in the book. I will pay thy graces. I will pay thy graces means I will pay your favors, your kindness, your generosity which you have bestowed upon me. That will be repaid. Home both in words and deeds. Means I am expressing my gratitude in my words, and along with my words I will show my great gratitude through deeds also once we go back home. Right? So you will be repaid both in words and in deeds. My deeds, my actions will also tell you how much I am grateful to you, and I will repay your kindness towards me with my actions also. Most truly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. So Prospero says, then he moves on to Alonso. See, all these people, they are standing in the circle, and Prospero is standing in front of each one of them and then talking to those people. So then he goes. First he talks to Gonzalo, expresses his gratitude to Gonzalo, and then he moves on to King Alonso. And what does he say to King Alonso? Most truly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. You treated me and my daughter in a very cruel manner, Alonso. Thy brother was furtherer in this act, and your brother Sebastian was a furtherer in this act, means was your collaborator, was your helper in this act. Your brother Sebastian helped you in performing this cruel act, right? And you treated in a very cruel manner, you behaved in a very cruel manner with me and my daughter, and your brother was your collaborator. Thou art pinched for now, Sebastian, flesh and blood. And thou art pinched means thou will be punished for your deed. You are punished for your deed, Sebastian, flesh and blood. You, brother mine, that entertained. Then he moves on to Antonio. Flesh and blood is a reference to Antonio. This flesh and blood is a reference to Antonio because Antonio was Prospero's flesh and blood. So after talking to Sebastian, he goes to Sebastian and says that you were the collaborator of your elder brother Alonso in this cruel act. Then he moves on to Antonio and he says, flesh and blood, you brother mine. You were my own brother. You were my own flesh and blood. Both of us were born from the same mother. That entertained ambition expelled remorse in me. What did you do? You entertained ambition, means you honored ambition more than you honored ambition, and you were so much into this ambition, you became so ambitious that you expelled remorse and nature. Expels remorse and nature. Nature means the natural feeling of brotherhood, because we were related by blood. We were real brothers, right? We belong to the same family. So what did you do? You expelled that natural feeling of love and affection which a brother has for another brother, right? So you didn't have any kind of remorse, means you didn't have any kind of pity, and you didn't have any natural feeling. You were so absorbed in your ambition. You were so taken over by your ambition that you forgot this natural feeling of love and affection for your own brother, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong. And sorry, expel remorse and nature. Who with Sebastian? So, and what did you do? You, along with Sebastian, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong. So, you along with Sebastian, and because of your this cruelty, because you forgot that natural relation which we share. So, your inward pinches means your conscience is pricking you the most. Your conscience will pick you the most, because what did you do? You did this act twice, right? Would here have killed your king. So now what is Prospero trying to do? Prospero is trying to tell them that I am very well aware of your plans, what you wanted to do a while ago. You remember they conspired to kill King Alonso, right? So he says your inward conscience will prick you more. Why? Because you here tried to kill the king also. I do forgive you, but still I am forgiving you. Unnatural though thou art, though you are an unnatural human being, you are devoid of all the natural feeling of love and affection, but still I will forgive you. See, this shows the forgiving nature of Prospero, right? That he was a very forgiving, kind-hearted, generous human being. Their understanding begins to spread. So he forgives everyone after talking to everyone and telling everyone that now I have forgiven you for your actions, though you don't have any natural feeling, you are devoid of any natural feeling of love and affection. You don't have any pity, any remorse inside you, but still I forgive you. Their understanding begins to spread. And then he says, now their understanding, their sensibilities, they are coming back, right? They are able to regain their senses now. And the approaching tide will shortly fill the reasonable shore that now lies foul and muddy. And then he says the approaching tide means the rising tide. Now the tide of reason, the tide of uh, sensibility, the tide of rationality is coming inside them. Slowly their mind is regaining their senses. Their minds are regaining their senses. And so this tide, what will it do? Will shortly fill the reasonable shore that now lies foul and muddy. The reasonable shore, the here shore is compared to the mind. The mind which is now muddy and which is now foul, which has lost its reason. The mind which is full of all craziness at the present moment, all madness at the present moment, that madness will slowly disappear. That foul and muddy. Foul and muddy is a reference to the madness which has occupied them, their minds at the present moment. So that madness will go away, that foul and muddy madness will disappear, and slowly they will become logical and sensible people again, like the way they were before coming to this island. Not one of them that yet looks on me. And then Prospero realizes that nobody is able to recognize him, right? That looks on me and would know me. So he says that now none of them seems to recognize me. Prospero has changed. He is not dressed like the Duke of Milan. And what image they have in their minds of Prospero is of the Duke of Milan. So, and after 12 years, he must have grown old. He must have changed a lot living on this island all by himself. All the hard work and the toil which he used to do on this island, all these things must have changed him. So his physical appearance must have changed a lot. And so that is why he says that yet looks on me or would know me. So not one of them that yet looks on me or would know me. So none of them, of all these people who are standing in front of me, none of them seems to recognize me, because it was very clear from the way they were looking at Prospero that he was, so he was able to make out that none of them, they were looking at him like a stranger, right? So Prospero could make out that they have not recognized him. They have failed to recognize him. Then Prospero instructs Ariel and says, Ariel, fetch me the hat and the rapier in my cell. Then he instructs Ariel to go to his, go inside his cell, go inside his cave, and bring his hat and rapier. Rapier is the sword. So he instructs Prospero that he instructs Ariel that go to the cell and bring my hat and rapier. Why does he instruct Prospero to do this? Fetch the hat and the rapier in the cell, which was kept in the cell. Because once he will wear it, maybe they are able to recognize him in his original getup, right? Or in his original attire, which he used to wear when he was the Duke of Milan. So that is why he says to Ariel that please go and fetch my hat and sword. I will decase me and myself present as I was sometime. So he says that I will decase me means I will disrobe me. He was wearing that magic robe. So he says, I will disrobe myself, I will take off this magic robe and myself present as I was sometime Milan, and will present myself in front of these people, in front of King Alonso and company in the manner I was when I was in Milan, the way I used to dress up when I was in Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere dawn be true. Then he says to Ariel that Ariel, do it quickly, please. Help me disrobe quickly and dress myself in the attire of the Duke of Milan. And thou shalt ere long be free. And you will be, very quickly, you will be free. Right? It is not long enough when you will be a free spirit. It's almost time when you will be a free spirit. Re-enter Ariel, who sings while helping to attire Prospero. And then Ariel comes back with the thing which he asked for, that is the hat and the rapier, and then he helps Prospero in dressing up while singing. Why is Ariel singing? Because Ariel is happy now. Because Prospero said that very soon you will be a free spirit. I will free you from my service. I'll discharge you from my service. So that has made Ariel happy, and so Ariel has started singing while helping Prospero in dressing up. What is the song which Ariel sings? Where the bee sucks, there suck I. In the cowslip's bell I lie. Cowslip is the name of a flower, right? So it is a bell-shaped flower, right? Its petals are bell-shaped, right? So he says, where the bee sucks, there I suck. So then when I will be free, I will go and I will suck like a bee. The places where the bee goes and sucks nectar, I will also do the same. In the cowslip's bed, I lie. And then I will go and I will lie in that particular flower, that bell-shaped cowslip flower. And I will lie there. There I couch when owls do cry. And I will hide there when owls do cry. When the owls will cry at night, then I will hide myself in those flowers, inside the bells of those flowers. On the bat's back, I do fly. And what else will I do? I will sit on the back of bat and I will fly. After summer, merrily, merrily. So I shall live merrily in search of summer. Like the bats, they fly in search of summer. So I will also fly in search of summer, sitting on the bat's back. And after summer, merrily, merrily. And then merrily, merrily shall I live now. And then I'll live happily, happily, right? Without any one to rule over me. I'll be a free spirit. I'll be a free soul now. And so I will live my life happily under the blossoms that hang on the bough. And where will I live my life? I will, blossoms means stars. So under the flowers that hang on from the branches, means hang from the branches of the trees, I will live my life happily on those, under those flowers. This was the song which was sung by Ariel. Now, Prospero says, why? That's my dainty Ariel. So when Prospero listens to Ariel's song and sees his happiness and the way Ariel was helping Prospero, so Prospero says, why? That's why. Yes, you are my, indeed, really you are my dainty Ariel. Dainty Ariel means delicate Ariel. I shall miss you. So, and Prospero says to Ariel that I will definitely miss you. Once you are gone, once you are free, I will miss you. But yet, thou shalt have. But still, it doesn't matter that I'll miss you, right? But still, you should be given your freedom. And so, within some time, you will get your freedom. So. So means it's a reference to that he is being grateful to Ariel. He says, he's trying to say that thank you, Ariel, for your help, for your services to the kingship. And this is perhaps the last instruction. No, this is not the last instruction. So then he says that to the kingship invisible as thou art. Right? Now what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to go to the kingship invisible as thou art. In a similar manner, like you are invisible to everyone, there shalt thou find the mariner. And what are you supposed to go and do at the kingship? There, this has been told earlier by Ariel that the sailors and the mariners, wherever they lying, they were all bound together as prisoners and they were lying inside the hatches of the ship. I showed you what are the hatches on the last term when we were discussing this, how Ariel has kept these people, the master and the boatswain. So, what are you supposed to do now? Now you are supposed to go back to the kingship, the place where it is, right? In the harbor. You are supposed to go there and find the mariners asleep under the hatches and go to the place where the mariners are asleep inside the hatches of the ship. The master and the boatswain being away, enforce them to this place and presently at me. So I request you, I pray thee, Ariel, that you should go there and bring the master of the ship and the boatswain of the ship immediately to this place. Presently means immediately, as soon as possible, you should go and you should bring these two people, that is the master and the boatswain of the ship, to this place. Ariel, I drink the air before me and return or air your pulse. So he says, I drink the air before me means I will fly as quickly as the air flows. And then I will return or air your pulse twice beat. Or air your pulse twice beats means before your pulse will beat 2 times, I will be back. And then Ariel leaves and goes to fetch the master and the boatswain. So Ariel leaves the scene and then Gonzalo, all torment, trouble, wonder and amazement inhabits here. So now what happened now, because Prospero came in front of them dressed like the Duke of Milan, so they were able to recognize him, right? So Gonzalo is the first one who utters something after he is able to recognize Prospero, and he says all torment, trouble, means all types of pains, troubles, amazements, and wonderful, strange surprises, shocking things, they happen on this island, are present upon this island. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country. So then he prays that may some heavenly power, may some divine power help us to leave this place. Then Prospero tells him, behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan. Right? So Prospero tells, behold means look. So he says, Sir King, please behold, look at me. I am the wronged Duke of Milan. The wronged Duke of Milan means the Duke whom you people wrong. You did wrong to me. You committed sin against me. You tortured me. So I am the tortured Duke of Milan, Prospero, for some assurance that a living prince does now speak to thee. I embrace thy body. For more assurance, and then he says that for more assurance that a living prince that now speak thee, that if you want me to convince you further, I am a living person who is speaking in front of you at this time. Right? I, as a living person, am standing here and confirming that I am the wronged Duke of Milan, the wronged Duke, of the person whom you people wronged against. So now does speak to thee. So I am speaking to you. I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome. I embrace thy body means I hug you, right? When you hug someone, then you actually embrace the person's body. Now, if you want to hug someone, please say this, that I want to embrace thy body, and the person will take some time to think what you are trying to communicate, right? You don't just say that I want to hug you, right? Just say I want to embrace thy body. The person will come to know that you are studying Shakespeare these days. So I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome. So he, after introducing himself, Prospero tells Alonso that I hug you. I don't have any ill feeling against you. That hug, that embrace means that Prospero has forgiven Alonso, right? It is a symbol of his forgiving King Alonso and company. So he embraces him, he hugs him, and to thee, and to you and your company, that is the people who are along with you, I heartily welcome. Right? I give my cordial welcome to you. A warm welcome to you and your other companions who are present along with you. Alonso, whether thou beest he or no, or some enchanted triple to abuse. So now they have been so sick of music, so sick of magic. From the time they landed upon this island, some or the other thing was happening to them. Strange activities, right? So amazing things were taking place from the time they landed upon this island. So now it's very difficult for Alonso to believe anything or not to believe anything. So he is in a state of confusion, and he says, whether thou beest he or not, whether you are Prospero or not, I don't know, or some enchanted triple to abuse me, or it is like again some magic trick performed on this island. To abuse me means to trick me, to deceive me, to cheat me. Of late I have been, I know not, of which I have been subjected to lately, means all these magic tricks which are happening to me, all these strange and wonderful things which are happening to me for quite some time. So I really don't know whether you are real Prospero or not. Right? As late I have been, so I know. I not know. So I'm not sure. I cannot say with authority that you are real Prospero. I cannot be very sure of it. So thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood. And then because now Prospero is hugging Alonso. So now after Prospero embraces Alonso, he can feel his pulse, right? So the vibration of his pulse can be felt by Alonso. And so he says, thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood. It seems that you are real because your pulse is beating like a human being, like a live human being, living human being. And since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind amends. And now I can realize that from the time I have seen you, right? From the time you came in front of my eyes, from the time I have seen you, the affliction of my mind amends. I think that my senses are being restored. The things which went wrong with my mind, that is getting cured. From the time you came in front of me, from the time I have seen you, it seems that I am regaining my senses, right? And you know why he was able to regain his senses? Because Prospero took away the magic spell, right? Which had its effect on the minds of these people. That is these three people. That is Antonio, Sebastian, and Alonso. So that is why that Alonso could also feel, and so he says that from the time I have seen you, the affliction of my mind amends. My mind seems to regain its senses, with which I fear a madness in me. Before coming here, before looking at you, before meeting you, some kind of madness held my mind. My mind was under the control of some kind of madness. This must crave, and if this be at all, a most strange story. So he says that if this is a fact, and this is not, I mean, if everything is real, if you are alive, if you are a living, alive human being, if you are really Prospero, then this will be a very strange story to explain, because till now what they were believing, they believed that Prospero was dead in the sea, was drowned in the sea, and now he came to know that Prospero is alive and standing in front of him, right? So he says that this is a very strange story. This will definitely be a very strange, weird story to explain if this is real. If everything which I am seeing and which I am trying to imbibe and understand, if all those things are real, then it is definitely a very strange story to explain. Thy duke I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me, my lord. So thy dukedom I resign. So uh, now Alonso says, now because Alonso was repentant, right? So he says that now I resign your dukedom, means I give away my dukedom to you, back to you, right? I resign and do entreat and request you. Not only am I ready to give back your dukedom, that is Milan, I am ready to restore the dukedom of Milan to you, and along with it, I do entreat thou pardon me, my lord. And along with it, I request you, I beg you to pardon my wrong deeds, to forgive the wrongs which I did to you in the past. But how should Prospero be living and be here? But again, that this thing is something which is pricking his mind, right? And so he says, but still I am not able to understand how did Prospero come to this island, and how am I able to meet Prospero alive on this island? This is something which is very strange and very difficult for me to believe. I think we should stop here and we will continue further on the next one. Thank you.